already primed my eyes off camera. I used the Maybelline... Wait! I used the MAC 24-hour Extend Eye Base, and I just set it with some translucent powder like I always do. I go in with is Oatmeal Tan, and this is going to be like our transition color. But first I'm going to start off by packing it. I'm just going to take a small pencil brush. This is the Jessup 230 brush. This is just going to help me precisely pack the color where I want it to be. So for this like halo type of eye, you want the like concentration of dark color, or the concentration of color, to be on the inner and outer corner. I'm gonna start packing this color. So on the outer, like this, no blending yet, just placing that color. And on the inner corner, I'm just going to take a brush with no product on it. This is the Luxie 227, just like a brush that'll help you blend. This is a flat brush that helps you get precisely into the crease. So I'm just going to start blending the color out. You see how easily that brush just gets into my crease, and then you can turn it upward to distribute that product a little more, like that. And once that's blended, I'm just gonna intensify that like caramelly color up to the intensity that I want. So I'm just gonna keep packing and blending until I get it to like a not super dark intensity, but an intensity that you can tell that the color is there. So same thing, I'm just gonna pack it on there and blend, and that's all it is. Now that that shade is blended in and like dark enough to the intensity that I want it, I'm gonna go in with my deeper shade, the shade that's gonna add depth to the look. So I'm gonna go in with Oktoberfest by Coastal Scents. So I'm gonna use a different pencil brush. This is, it's the same like pencil brush, but this is from Morphe. This is the Morphe M431, and the same thing that I did with the other shade, I'm just gonna do with this deeper shade. I'm just gonna pack it on the outer corner, outer V, and then pack it on the inner corner. Then I'm gonna go in with that blending brush that I used earlier and just blend that out. And like I did with the other shade, I'm just gonna keep packing this on till I get that deep intensity that I want. So the key to this and almost every one of my looks is just to pack and blend. Alright, so that's pretty much like all we're gonna do in terms of like blending colors. So yeah, it's pretty simple, those two shades. And after that, I'm just gonna go in with this e.l.f. molten liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna place that in the center wherever I didn't put any eyeshadow. And this is just for me gonna start off as a base, just so that when I add the actual eyeshadow, it'll be a lot more intense. Then I just use a little brush to kind of like blend that out. And after that, I'm just gonna set it. I'm gonna take my Dose of Colors DesixKaty collab palette. I'm gonna take Suz, like this really pretty champagne-y gold. I'm gonna wet the brush, pack on some shadow on top, just on top of where I put that e.l.f. liquid shadow down. To diffuse the edges, I'm just gonna use Noli, like this brownie bronzy shade right next to it, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of like diffuse the edges because it's a nice bronzy color. You can choose whatever color you want to put in the center of the lid. I was gonna go with the green, a really nice olive green, but then I thought of this shade and I was just like, let me just do a bronzy look, you know? And I'm gonna go back in with Suz and just right in the center, like pack that gold. with the wet finger, and that just made it hella more intense. You see that? Ooh. That's pretty much it for the eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'm gonna come back. To finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna go back in with that first shade that we used, the oatmeal tan, and I'm gonna smudge that on my lower lash line. I'm really gonna smoke this shade out because I want that color to peek through even when we add in the darker shade. You always want to make sure to connect your bottom eyeshadow with that top eyeshadow, just so there's no weird gap between the top eyeshadow and the bottom. You know, you want everything to be seamless. So once that's blended out, I'm going to take the darker shade that I used earlier, the Oktoberfest shade, and I'm going to take a brush that's a little more precise. This is the Coastal Scents BRN01 brush, and this will just help me blend it closest to my lash line. And you just want to smudge it too. After that, I'm just going to tight line my eyes with this black eyeliner. And then in my waterline, I'm going to go in with a nude eyeliner just to kind of like open up my eyes a bit. And then I'm just going to add some mascara. So for lashes, I'm going to go in with these lashes that I got from Wish. They're really natural. They remind me of the Ardell Wispies, the Demi Wispies. For lips, since I always do a nude lip, I'm going to go with something a little bold. I'm going to go in with this like reddish orangey lip. I'm going to line them with this Kiko 705 Smart Lip Pencil first though. This is the Jcat Lipfinity Matte Lip. Alright guys, so that's all I have for this tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. It was very simple. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I really like how this orange lip paired with like the bronzy eye. I just love this color. You can always switch the lip out for something you like, for nude, a burgundy, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, thank you as always. Thank you, thank you. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Thank you. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.